It's Hockey Network. I'm Brett, your host, and we're looking at the GM's Part 2, starting off with the Dallas Stars. First game they won in overtime 2-1 against the San Jose Sharks away from home. It is Hintz from Pavelski and Ben on the power play. Then it's Radulov from Gurianov and Alexiak on the power play. Then you lost 3-1 away from home against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It is Ben from Heiskanen and Hintz on the power play. Then you lost in regulation away from home against the Washington Capitals 3-1. It is Gurianov from Honka and Radulov. Yes. Then you lost away from home to Toronto 2-4. It is Honka from Dickinson and Gurianov on the power play. Then it's Gurianov from Radulov and Hintz. Then you lost at home to Toronto 5-1. It is Faksa from Kiviranta and Robinson. Then you lost in regulation to the Anaheim Ducks 3-2. It is Hintz from Gurianov and Pavelski. Then Gurianov from Pavelski and Hintz on the power play. Then you won away from home against the Minnesota Wild 2-0. It is Faksa from Kiviranta, then Pavelski from Ben and Hintz. Then you won in regulation against the St. Louis Blues 4-2 away from home. It is Gurianov from Heiskanen and Hintz on the power play, Pavelski from Hintz and Gurianov on the power play, Heiskanen from Kiviranta and Faksa, then Hintz from Ben and Pavelski. Then you won in a shootout 3-2 at home against the Winnipeg Jets. It is Simon. Holy cow. It's Simon from Gurianov and Alexiak, then Hintz from Pavelski and Ben. And the only one to score in the shootout is Roope Hintz. And then you lost in overtime 4-3 at home against the Winnipeg Jets. It is Gurianov from Radulov and Honka, Faksa from Gurianov and Pavelski, then Ben from Pavelski and Hintz. Then you lost in a shootout at home 4-3 to the Minnesota Wild. It's L'Esperance from Dellandrea and Alexiak. Then it's Kiviranta from Johnson and Honka. Then it's D'Andrea from L'Esperance and Kiviranta. And the only one... And no one scored in the shootout for Dallas. Then you won away from home 3-2 against Vegas. It is Pavelski from Ben and Alexiak, Simone from Johns and Gurianov, and then Pavelski from Hintz. And then you lost at home 4-1 against the Colorado Avalanche, home 4-1. It is Kiviranta from Radulov and Heiskanen. That leaves you in 25th overall in the NHL so far. Dallas. 13 games played, 5 wins, 6 losses, 2 overtime or shootout losses, 28 goals for, 37 against, 18.4 on the power play, 78.6 on the penalty kill. You've been 4-4-2 in your last 10, you lost your last one, and you have 12 points on the season. First game, you won 4-2 in regulation away from home against Boston. It's Kotkaniemi from Paling. Then it's Gallagher from Vajtimo and Dauphin. Then it's Suzuki from Weber on the power play. Then it's Paling in the empty net. Then you lost away from home against the Islanders 6-3. It is Tatar from Gallagher and Suzuki. Then it's Gardner from Tatar and Suzuki on the power play. Then it's Dauphin from Brook and Vajtamo. Then you lost away from home 4-1 against Toronto. It is Mate from Petrie and Kotkaniemi on the power play. Then you lost at home in a shootout 3-2 against the New York Rangers. It is Tatar from Weber and Matei on the power play. This is Suzuki from Weber and Matei on the power play. All missed your shots in the overtime shootout. And then you lost in a shootout at home against the Buffalo Sabres. And then you shut out the Vancouver Canucks. It is Kotkaniemi from Poehling and Petrie on the power play, Toffoli from Poehling and Kotkaniemi, and then Toffoli from Dauphin and Matei in the empty net. Then you lost in regulation 3-4 in regulation 3-4 away from home against the Calgary Flames. This is Gallagher from Suzuki and Blandisi, Vajamo from Toffoli and Blandisi, and then Petrie from Stahl. Then you lost in regulation 3-2 against the Edmonton Oilers away from home. It is Tatar from Matei and Suzuki, then Toffoli from Dauphin and Vajamo. And then you lost at home to Vancouver 2-1. It is Tatar from Toffoli and Gallagher. Then you won in a shootout 4-3 at home against the Washington Capitals. It is Kotkaniemi from Poehling and Toffoli, then Blandisi from Anderson and Petrie, then Toffoli from Petrie and Poehling. And the only one to score in the shootout is Toffoli. And you lost at home 4-6 against the Los Angeles Kings. Poehling unassisted, Toffoli from Poehling and Gallagher, then Anderson from Blandisi and Romanov, and then Anderson from Blandisi and Suzuki. Then you got shut out by the New Jersey Devils, 2-0 at home. Then you lost in a shootout 3-2 away from home against the Washington Capitals. It is Poehling from Romanov and Gardner, and then Blandisi from Stahl. And then you lost at home 4-2 in regulation. It is against the Florida Panthers. It is Gallagher from Matei and Tatar, and then Vajamo from Anderson and Brook. Nothing much to say here, except for your 30th in the NHL. You have 14 games played. You're 3-9-2. You're 31 goals for, 46 goals against, 14.3 on the power play, 70.9 on the penalty kill. You're 2-7-1 in your last 10, and you've lost 1 in a row, and you have 8 points. That is it, guys. That is the part 2 of the GMs. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet, press that notification bell. As well as, please, 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 don't forget to check that notification. Don't forget to check out the description below for the social medias, as well as the Discord to the Discord. The link to the Discord server. Holy cow.